us because that does better numbers.
Oh, that does. That's true. For you, it do.
No, in general it does. So you'd go better numbers for you too if you look at your analytics.
I did post our GIF.
Okay, here we go.
You know, I looked the other day because I was interested because
Yeah.
you have amazing success with your reach. You have a crap ton of followers.
I have over 2,000 followers. Yeah, I follow over
Yeah,
3,000 people.
yeah,
Uh,
it's very impressive.
Me and this super attractive.
It's me.
It's true. Lady are here to talk nerdy to you. Check us out on that site.
What if they don't have access to the site? Ever think about that?
I gotta
I'm
crop this
kidding.
photo.
Now I'm just being silly.
Crap.
Which I know is something that I'm not normally.
We're defeating the Twitter cropping. It's gonna still cut my mouth off. Watch. You ready?
Oh
For
yeah,
it?
100%. I'm actively waiting for it.
Okay. I posted it.
All right, let me refresh the
Oh
page
crap!
here.
My Twitter just crashed. Fuck.
Maybe it
Oh
didn't
my god!
post
My Twitter just crashed again. Oh fuck me. What are we doing now, Twitter?
What what's going on?
Like seriously, why? Whoa! Why are you crashing? What in the fuck? I can't.
It knows it cannot contain your cuteness.
Oh god. We're gonna restart the phone. It's fine.
Gonna restart the phone. Everyone, calm down.
It's all
For
good.
restarting
I'll
the
just
phone.
reply to my. I'll just reply on the Twitter. I was gonna
Okay.
reply to my thing with the link and all that. Oh, I guess it hasn't posted the photo. It crashed.
Yeah, I was
posting the
gonna say
photo.
I don't even see it yet.
It crashed posting the photo. So you're gonna have to. Hi
I gotta
everybody on
wait
Twitch.
to
I'm sure
see
no
your
one watching.
face. This is unacceptable.
We are having technical difficulties.
There are no technical difficulties.
Difficulties.
Things are working exactly as we intended. Please and thank you for noticing.
Meow. Anyway,
Meow.
Smoke some weed while waiting for my phone to reboot.
What you doing? Waiting for my computer to work? Well, I probably should get high. Let's go.
Hell yeah. I gotta turn you up
I
a little
mean,
bit.
in all fairness, it's a good idea.
You ever been high?
No, I have not.
Are you
Not
interested
that
in
like
it?
I look down upon it. Like my wife smokes every day. I've always been prim and proper, and I would never break the law, officer.
What if it was legal and you were visiting? Would you smoke?
Well, it's legal in the state that I live. And I thought about it, but then I'm like,
But would you smoke with me?
oh yeah, I would probably try a little bit. I've never been high before. Oh, not even high. I've never even taken a hit. Like,
Wow.
the most that I've done from any kind of smoking anything is I took a couple drags off of a cigar that my wife had.
Oh my god, those will fuck you up. Like they will make you dizzy and shit. Like
oh, it was a small one. It was like their baby ones.
Oh, it's like a cigarello or whatever.
Cigarello, yeah, it was more of a
like
cigarello.
That. I mean, not necessarily that specific. But I think it's a brand. But Twitter, are we working now?
No. Why would we work?
Continue sending.
Continue setting.
I hate continue sending. It broke again.
Oh, maybe you can. Is there a way to work around that? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't know. It's breaking. It won't post. I can only laugh. Right, let's watch in real time.
Hey-o!
Oh, wait. It didn't crash this time.
It's because I was watching. It's what I do with my coworkers. My coworkers think I'm some kind of technological genius. But they've also learned that I don't actually need to do anything. I just literally need to stand behind them while they do the steps themselves, and the computer will work. It's the great thing about being a millennial in modern society.
All right, see here. Me and this.
All
Try
right,
it
let's
again.
see it. Let's see
Attractive
it.
lady are gonna. Ah!
Oh, that's not good. I love the fact that they
Woo!
are.
Sorry.
Oh, it's
That
okay.
was a kick. I realized, so I started doing the post and realized I hadn't finished smoking my weed. So I'm like, hold on, let me finish putting
Hold
the
on.
bong real quick. Do this. We're gonna talk
It was too
nerdy
much.
to you.
Too much.
Find us on that streaming site.
It's an okay streaming site. I mean, it could be better, but you know
Trying
what?
again.
Beggars can't be choosers. I mean, if we could, but like, it's not going to do us any good by being a chooser.
I'm guessing it's choking on the cropped photo I did. Like, it seriously, it crashed again.
It just doesn't.
Oh,
It's,
it's
it just doesn't want you to post that photo.
It really doesn't.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It keeps like boop 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 boop.
Oh, I'm so sorry, chat. I know. Don't worry.
Oh, I need to pull up your stream. I'm a terrible co-host.
I haven't pulled your stream up yet either. I'm still trying to. Fuck you!
That's
Stop
okay.
it!
Oh, I gotta open up the phone before it'll do it. Just won't do it from my lock screen. Come on now. Come on.
Why are we doing this?
Why not? Like, what else is there to do? You're just gonna have to use an old photo of you.
I'm gonna use this uncropped photo. Me and this attractive lady
You know,
are gonna.
it wouldn't surprise me if it's the cropping. You're asking it to do too many things at one time.
I think so. Nerdy to you on that site.
You can't even mention the word Twitch on there?
I'm afraid it'll censor. Yeah.
Why though? Like, what's censoring it?
They have an algorithm.
And it's just not going to pull people?
So the way I've worded it, I don't use the word live. I don't use the word Twitch. I don't use the word streaming. You know what I mean?
See, I use all those words.
Yes, and that's why you get ratioed and don't get see, and that's why your posts don't get seen as by many people.
I just don't think people care.
No,
I also, in all fairness,
a lot of people do care, but they don't know because your posts, because the algorithms are just. First of all, we're trans people who are open and have the word trans in our profile, so we're automatically ratioed by the algorithm because we have a controversial life, I guess. It posted. It fucking posted. It was the cropped photo.
Hey-o.
All right, let's go. Is this still in silent, so I don't have to worry about it anymore? Shit, it
That's
is.
fine.
Good.
Oh, there we are. Oh, look at us.
Let me go.
It kind of does crop you out. It kind of focuses on my face. Oh, so that's a really nice camera. I was expecting you to see like computer lines.
Oh, what? This camera that you're looking? This my.
No, the phone camera. That's a nice phone camera.
It's a fucking Pixel XL. It's I bought it because at the time it had some. It was one of the best reviewed cameras on an Android phone. I make specify Android because some people are stuck on this like myth that iPhones are somehow good cameras. They're decent, but most of the technology in an iPhone is outdated tech that they're just getting at a discount and charging you for a premium because it's a lifestyle product and not a phone. And that's why.
Yeah, I mean, there's that.
That's why when I buy a fucking Android, I'm actually paying for the fucking technology.
So I also have a Pixel, and I feel like my camera does not look as good as yours.
You have an XL though?
No.
That's why I have a larger camera. Like.
Oh, I get it now.
Like bigger in it. It also costs more. But I have fat fingers and I absolutely cannot use a regular phone screen. Like.
Oh,
I can't push a single. My fingers just fat enough that I can't push one button. It just.
I don't like how big phones are getting. Like, I don't want a bigger phone than what I have right now, if I'm being 100% honest.
There's this cute lady who just subscribed to me. Holy fuck!
Hey-o.
I gotta go to your channel. I forgot. Sorry, I got distracted again.
No, listen, it's fine. You've got stuff to do on your side.
Am I a mod on your channel?
You better be. Let me know if you're not.
Well, I logged into the
You
moderation
better be. Let me know if you're not.
Audio's
Yeah.
still going. Well, so I guess I'm good. Yeah. I like to do the moderator panel because it gives me.
Skinflip was already a moderator of this channel. Yeah, it turns out you are. Congratulations.
Yep. I think you're only a VIP on mine. I should probably change that.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm a mod. I just don't mod because I haven't been like. Here's the thing. Whenever you're streaming, half the time it's either like 1 o'clock my time in the morning, and I'm like, okay, or I'm at work, so like I can't like just be present and like catching people being awful. And most of the time, people aren't awful in your chat.
Oh, my chat is 90% good because I just banned most of the trolls. I just don't care.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I do as well.
I quietly usually don't say anything. If I'm in a bad mood or I'm feeling or I have a good comeback, I'll say something. But like,
yeah.
Otherwise, I just ban. If it's good entertainment, I'll say
just
something.
Ban?
Because like the thing is like, yeah, you shouldn't acknowledge the trolls, but if it's good entertainment, I mean.
Yeah, I mean it is.
If I can make a man cry, I will.
I don't know what to say about that. I don't know.
Hashtag Twitch. I hate this part of it. Streamers. Hashtag.
You got to put it all in a notepad so you can just copy paste.
I know. I am aware.
Well, I'm gonna remind you every time. So
good. Eventually, I'll actually do it.
Can we
affiliate?
Is that a Jason mask behind you, or do you have a small person?
This?
Yeah.
Jason, and then I also had this larger yet still too small for a human face mask because it's from the DVD set. It comes in the display box.
Oh.
The display box traveled 1,500 miles to Texas.
Yeah.
And it traveled via van, so it was fine. Mint condition. A little crack. I shouldn't say mint. Almost mint condition. A little crack on the flap because it's this little brittle plastic, and you had to open it over and over to get it. So eventually, I just pulled the thing out and just left it separate. But to move it, you have to open it, put the thing in so it's solid. Otherwise, it'll crush if it's hollow. Well, improperly packed it was improperly packed by my cousin on the way here, and the box is just completely sheared off. So like the flap, I had the flap, it sits on top of the box, but it just sits there. And so I was like, I just had a display. This was here, but then I got this Ghostbusters a digibook limited edition set, which came with this, I can't see, Slimer figure.
Yeah.
Okay. And so that then took this a spot. So for a while I just laid this up here because I'll have a better display in the future. But until then, let's see here.
It's better than what I have Twitch right now.
Oh no, trans streamer. Is there a trans?
No, there's LGBTQIA. There's that tag.
I'm gonna start the hashtags trans streamer. Hashtag LGBTQ.
Oh, you're talking about Twitter. I don't know about Twitter.
IA.
It's a little sad that there's not a trans streamer tag on there.
LGBTQQIAA2Q. Fuck, I forget. It's too cute. Is it two? It's two. Two is the two spirit, and I fucking can't remember I almost have it all like in my brain just because I've had to type it out to several people in the past, and so like I've got almost the whole thing in my brain. You can just say LGBTQIA plus. I like that.
See, I'm terrible because I normally just do LGBTQ plus, or sometimes just LGBT plus. And if I'm really feeling bad, I just go T plus.
T plus. Wow.
Yep.
Trans plus
just trans
people
plus the rest of them.
Just exclude everybody. equal exclusion to literally everybody.
Yep. There's terrible. The trans people, and then there's everybody else. And not everyone can be as good as the trans people, but I'm glad that they show up. Good for them.
Jesus,
life's not fair, unfortunately.
I needed that. I need that fucking laugh, darling. You have no idea.
It's in direct retaliation against the LGB Alliance over in the UK, and it's kind of slowly making its way stateside. Yeah, just
That
T plus
company, that the hateful pieces of shit, and fucking
yes.
hate. What's that? What's the autism one? That's hate.
I think it's Autism Speaks.
Is that the right one? Yeah, I gotta look it up. It's because that's the one that's like
you can be cured of your autism.
My favorite fucking part. I mean, not in a good like in a totally The Onion kind of way. Is that Sia movie? They had Autism Speak.
Oh yes.
Advise it, and then everything negative to people with autism is there, like the loud noise, the flash, and everything. Everything. It's all there.
And they didn't even have an autistic person do all of it.
And then they decide to cast a non-autistic person to be the actor, and it's like, but an autistic person could have done this.
They could have.
I know several actors who are autistic.
Like, and I feel bad because like the girl that does it is the girl that's in all of Sia's stuff.
Look, I'm not saying no. She's just doing a job. She got to pay a fucking bill.
Well, she felt really bad. No, she like actively like complained about what she was being made to do.
Right. What I'm saying is
she was like, "That's mean."
And I don't ever fault her because she's just doing a job. Like she got to pay her bills.
Yes. No, I'm not faulting her either.
Like we got to do what I got to do to pay her bills.
They made her do it.
Like fuck. I mean,
like she has more of a backbone than like the entire adult staff they were working with.
Mm-hmm. I mean, acting takes either bravery or hubris.
And I have both.
You do.
I could be an actor.
You got the chops.
I could be a Western star.
You need to move your mic a little to the right, just a little bit.
Which way?
Can you bend it to the right more?
Right.
There you go. No, a little too far. Back a little bit more. There you go. There you go. Perfect.
Okay. Why is this better?
It was all up on your chin like this, and
I know.
Now you can see your whole face.
Hello.
Fair enough. All right, this is the stream, y'all. Well, I mean, I can't control you. I can ask you to do things. But...
You can. No, I appreciate it. Let's move it kind of back here so we can see my cool signboard. Can you still hear me all right from all the way back here?
You're just fine. I turned you up a tiny bit. I have plenty of room.
Okay, I am a little quiet. I speak quiet sometimes.
I understand entirely, dear. It's okay.
I also mumble a lot.
Way back here, it's just like, and I just make myself a little bit quieter, and just gets just quiet enough that I just fall off the voice.
I'll be honest. I need to look up what all.
I'm gonna say the fact that Autism Speak did that. It's like a fucking Onion article. That movie's now. It went from supposed to be an exclusive movie to a complete Onion article, essentially.
Yes, 100%. I 100%.
It's gonna be the subject of a documentary that's gonna blow your fucking mind someday. I mean, like, anyway, as you're saying, I finally picked up my thought. ADHD is bad today. So.
What? No.
If you couldn't fucking tell.
From you, never.
Some days I'm okay. Other days, squirrel. Squirrel, and also too many noises and bitch.
Speaking of squirrels, I know this is a little bit of a stretch. You know what squirrels now remind me of?
What?
William Shatner.
Can you explain?
Good. I'm glad that you asked. William Shatner was in this movie. I don't know if you've heard of it, called Over the Hedge.
Oh, I love Over the Hedge. I think it's a great movie. I mean, it's a fun
Isn't there
movie.
a squirrel in that? Or am I making that up entirely?
He's like Foamy the squirrel or whatever. Nah, it's like something else. It's not actually Foamy.
So I've never watched it. Never what at all. But I like Ben Folds.
I love Ben Folds' music. I love
Ben Folds does a song called "Rockin' the Suburbs."
Yeah,
it's a fantastic song.
And you know what? That them doing that song led to the album "Has Been" that William Shatner did, which is actually, as much as I don't like William Shatner because he's kind of a shithead.
Yes,
like that album's a banger. It's one of my favorite albums of all time. I'm sorry.
The way I found out about
is great. Anyway,
the way that I found out about Over the Hedge is that Ben Folds does a parody of Rockin' the Suburbs called Rockin' the Suburbs for Over the Hedge, and it has William Shatner in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I would almost say it's actually better than the original, just for completely different reasons. But like, I enjoy it so much.
Have you heard Shatner's album Has Been?
No, not at all.
You owe it to yourself to go to YouTube and like someone who's not the Shatner's official page listen to the full album on some other person's page. So
I can do that. I can do that.
And then trust me, there's common people. Oh, so like there's another controversial person, Henry Rollins, who I actually like as a public speaker, as a speaker.
Yeah.
He's a bit. I mean, a lot of rubs people the wrong way. Whatever. I think he's funny in the spoken word, regardless of anything else.
Okay.
He does a story about how he met William Shatner. I will fucking find this for you for later. You need to see this.
Excellent.
You need to so you need to listen to this. It's like 15-20 minute segment from the speaking engagement thing that he did that Henry Rollins did, because he did a song with William Shatner for that album. He's like, Ben Folds calls him up. Hey, do you want to come and be on this track with William Shatner? Yes.
Yes.
I mean, you just say yes when someone says that. Okay, so here, Henry Rollins. His impression of William Shatner is fucking amazing, by the way. Oh, Henry! Oh god, just from shock and awe, I think. The song's called the song is called "Can't Get Behind This." By the way, here I will send you all three of these things right now.
Excellent. I do appreciate that. I will look at all three after the stream.
Of course. I don't know. Right. Yeah, no, do it right now. Pause everything you're doing. No, I'm kidding.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna get us both copyright strikes. Here we go.
All right, and then here's the song they did together from Has Been, which every song in that's so good. Like really.
That's interesting. But I love it. Like,
oh my god, they did a podcast together.
Are you gonna be listening to that after the stream?
They did it 2 years ago, but yeah, I didn't know Henry Rollins had an official fucking YouTube channel. Holy shit!
There you go. Look at all the great stuff.
Shatner did apparently a Christmas album called The Christmas Album. And I think Henry Rollins is on that too.
So my
there's also Seeking Major Tom, where he does a bunch of sci-fi song covers, including Major Tom, of course.
Ground control to Major
But it's Shatner saying it.
Ground control to Major Tom.
Exactly that. I wish I could make it up, but I am not making it up.
I think I've actually heard that version of it. So
it's probably one of the only covers I'll accept of that song. That song is like sacred to me, and like you have to.
Ooh, why?
You have to. What do you mean? It's a perfect piece of art.
Ooh, perfect.
Sometimes an art
perfect
piece of art. Major Tom. Wait. Are you saying it's not a perfect song?
No, I would say it's not a perfect song.
Why not? Like the instrumentation, the singing, the lyrics. I mean, like it's a perfect storm. Yeah.
No.
What?
Listen, I wouldn't even rank it in like my top 5 songs.
Oh, it's not my top 5, but I can recognize its celestial perfection.
No, celestial perfection. How are we topping
it's just a song.
Perfection?
I mean, but it's like a song from angels. He channeled angels or something. I don't fucking know.
I think it's just a song. It's nothing special.
Are you not overwhelmed by emotions when you listen to music?
No, the last time I got overwhelmed by emotions is I was listening to the Broadway rendition of the School of Rock soundtrack.
Hey.
And the main
way, I
saw
that movie in theaters.
I did too. It was good.
Yeah, exactly. It was good shit. That's how that was my introduction to Jack Black, actually.
The guy who plays Jack Black's role does an excellent take on Jack Black.
Oh, okay.
Like he's got the Jack Black energy, but also he's able to make it his own.
I'm picturing young Jack Black from Pick a Destiny, so like the kid who played Jack Black. Yeah.
No, he sounds like a skinnier version of Jack Black. I don't know if he is or not.
I was picturing that guy doing the singing, that kid doing the singing.
I'm fine with that. I have not watched the entirety of Pick of Destiny, and the reason for that is because my girlfriend at the time was very. As soon as it got to deactivating lasers with their dicks, she was like, "I need to stop watching this," and I was like, "Oh no!" And then I just never went back to finish it.
Whoa! Why? She doesn't like penises? I'm so confused.
No, she's just like, this is too juvenile at that point, and I was like, I
Oh,
mean,
I can't.
fair.
I can't be with somebody who's gonna think like that. You gotta be having fucking fun. If you can't,
That's
like, Jesus
okay.
Christ.
You're not with her. I'm not
No,
with her.
I know. I'm just saying, like, oh, like I'd be right there and be like, I'd look at me like, what? I'll get too jealous now. I'm like, you're dating me. I
Oh,
laugh
trust
at
me.
dick and fart jokes.
Trust me. I know.
And well, that's it. No, I think we're done here. I don't think there's anything more we could do. Like, I just broke up over your pick of destiny. No, I broke up because you have no fucking taste.
Wow.
No, I'm sorry. Ah, I can't do it. I'll fucking say it. You don't have to like the movie, but because it's fucking juvenile, you have no taste. Not that it's not that she watched it and then said, it was alright. It wasn't really my thing. It was she turned it off after what, 10 fucking minutes?
No, that happened at like the end of the movie.
Okay, but Jesus Christ. She didn't even finish the movie. I can't date someone who doesn't finish movies either.
Actually, I did finish that movie later on because I very much remember the end of the movie now.
I love that movie. It's funny as fuck. No one has to like the fucking movie, right?
It's
but
great.
My point is, you don't go. I can't date someone who isn't into to that. I'm like, come on, you have a little taste. Come on. Like,
I'd like to get back real quick because we're talking sort of about music. What was your first concert?
It's like, can't like juvenile humor. You know where the fucking door is? Like, it's not about the movie. It's about the not liking juvenile humor. Once again.
Or is it though?
My first concert was at age 29 as Weird Al. It was for what was that Chinese Democracy album, whatever? What was it called?
Oh yeah.
Right, so
for Guns N' Roses Chinese Democracy.
No, whatever. What is that? The one where he's got it's like the propaganda poster cover. That's all I remember. I don't remember the name of the album.
Oh, that fucking album. One.
That album
what is that
came
called?
Out. He did a tour. I got tickets for my birthday from my then wife's parents when they actually were nice to me. We got third row seats because for that concert, like they could take the seats out of the floor. So for the concert for Weird Al, they had seats and you were told to sit down.
That album was called Mandatory Fun.
Thank you, Mandatory. I just remember the cover. Like, look.
Yeah, no, that's great. No, you described it perfectly. I remember it because that's an album. That was like the first digital album that I bought, so I never saw really the cover.
Oh, really? Interesting.
I had like all of his other CDs before that. Not all of them, but I got his CDs before that.
I never owned the Weird Al CD.
Was like,
I bootlegged it way back in the day in Kazaa, and then later I bought the MP3s. I mean, like I buy MP3s now. I'm just saying, like I used to just I bought only CDs and that albums I loved. So I had to like every song on the album to buy the CD. That was my rule.
You were keeping LimeWire alive, weren't you? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I used Napster and I didn't like LimeWire. I used Kazaa, eDonkey, DC++.
I'm being launched back to 2002 right now.
I know. Nostalgia. Piracy nostalgia. Who would think it? Thunk it.
Actually, I was a very good child. I did not pirate any of those things.
I use BitTorrent mostly now, but it's really just like obscure shit where like I go on Amazon, the DVD's like $67. Like, I'm gonna download that. I'll go, oh, how much is this? Oh, it's $67. I'm just gonna download it. Like that's how it is. I'm not gonna pay you $67, and these are movies that aren't streaming either, so it's not like I can just go rent it or something. Because I'll go rent it or whatever. I got no problem with any of that. I won't buy anything digital because you don't keep it. I only rent to digital because.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine.
Buy a physical copy. I will buy a physical copy. I have.
Yeah, it seems weird that you of all people would buy a physical copy. So.
Yeah, mostly I do the free streaming. I don't generally pay any rentals because I'm just not a fan of the streaming.
Yeah.
Money like that kind of format. I'd rather pay a monthly fee and you just dole me some fucking selections. You know what I mean? Like.
Did you see that somebody went and put the Soviet made-for-TV rendition? Okay, of Lord of the Rings.
I've seen that. That's been around. They say it's obscure, but like lost for 30 years. Okay, sure.
It wasn't lost.
Oh, that copy is what was lost was the broadcast copy, which is what you're seeing. That's the Channel 5. Russia is putting that up on their channel. Okay. the copy, the movie's been floating around for years on VHS rips that just looked like, all right, watchable, but not like I'm gonna watch it with my cousin. My cousin and I are doing Lord of the Rings this weekend, and like every so often we're gonna watch Lord of the Rings. We're gonna start with the Peter Jackson, go all the way through it. Then we're gonna watch the animated ones, and then we're gonna watch the Russian ones.
Okay,
the Russian
good.
There's also Russian Hobbit.
I've heard of that one as well. I've heard that one a while ago.
But that one dropped a couple years ago from Channel 5. Also, Russia, whatever they're called. That's whatever they're called. Like what it translates to by Google says Channel 5. So whatever. I'm sure whatever that actual word is.
Furuski Channel 5.
Anyway, do you actually speak Russian at all?
No, I just do a very bad Russian accent.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I was like, because that was you're gonna get like glared at, I think.
That's fine. I probably deserve to be glared at. So my European accents wander all over the great continent.
Excuse me.
That's why the only accents that I ever drew in D&D with any regularity is my southern one.
You do a good southern one, okay?
The southern one.
I do declare.
It meanders all up and down Sherman's path.
Yeah, I can't quite place it. It's good, but not for the reasons you expect.
It starts in like on a southern Georgian plantation, but we'll end up in Tennessee before too long.
I'm a huge fan of Nanar films, and that was a Nanar accent. Okay, you could be in the movie.
Generic southern accent is a Nanar accent.
Generic bad accent, but like entertainingly bad.
No, listen. Have you seen Knives Out? It's a newer
Not
film,
yet.
so I don't know.
You're about to call it bad, aren't you?
What's that?
Are you about to call it bad, aren't you?
No, I loved it.
God.
Partly because Daniel Craig sounds exactly like that. He just goes, "Well, hello there, I'm Detective whatever my name is."
Yeah, it sounds pretty fucking terrible too. I've seen the trailer.
It's so great. I'm like, oh, Mr. Craig.
They have greenlit 2 and 3, by the way.
I know for Netflix. I'm very excited, but also kind of like, why?
Why what?
It was a great standalone movie. They didn't need to make more.
Because it was a huge breakout hit. It like blew up on the internet. Everybody I know's seen it. I'm the only one in my circles that has.
Yeah, it's actually, I'm surprised that you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen Mean Girls either. Get over it.
Okay. Here's the thing. Wait till I would like you to wait, if possible, to see Mean Girls until after you've seen Mean Girls the musical, the movie, because they're coming out with the movie, which is based off of the musical, which is based off of the movie, and the soundtrack to the Broadway play is amazing.
All right, so it's a movie version of the musical. So it's a musical version of the movie.
They're coming out with a movie version of the musical.
Okay.
Think of it.
Look, I have been presented with stranger concepts. That's just Hollywood for you, I guess.
It's exactly like
that's such a Hollywood thing. Oh my God, sorry.
It's exactly like the whatever it's called, Little Shop of Horrors.
Look how clean this bong is.
Oh, it is a very clean bong.
That's stained. Actually, it's funny. This had a huge stain in it. Today, this stain used to extend all the way down here, and it was half the thing. Today, I just got the water super hot, and I literally just let water run into it for 25 minutes. So I went and like it was like I had to like put oven mitts on, and then I shook it up and down, and like most of it fell off. I was like, oh. So I'll probably do that again. I mean, as far as silicate glass, I could technically just boil it, and it would take care of the problem.
Yes, you probably could.
But I don't want to. It's a pain in the ass. I don't have the right tools to take it out of the boiling water. That's a problem.
Yeah, you would need the right ones.
If you leave it in the pan, it could like stick to the fucking. Anyway,
I'm gonna take your word on all of those.
A slew of problems that I don't want to deal with. So
but no, isn't Little Shop of Horrors is that same way, isn't it?
Okay, first and foremost, Little Shop of Horrors was shot by Roger Corman in like days on a bet.
That doesn't surprise me. That's why it's one of the best films of all time.
It was that, and what was the other one? He did one other one like that. He did The Terror or whatever, and like he had leftover money and footage or stock footage, and someone bet him he couldn't, not stock footage, the film stock, and someone bet him he couldn't make a movie with it, and so he did. I mean, he technically cheated because he definitely did reshoots later to fill in some stuff, but like, you know, like he did 90% of the filming in like those 3 or 4 days, which is a feat, I might add.
Yes, it is.
When my then wife was working at at Borders. Barnes and Noble? There's Borders. Borders books. They're not around anymore. At Borders, I used to sit and read graphic novels or whatever, but also I go to the film book section and just read film books. And Roger Corman penned an autobiography, probably the ghostwriter, called How I Made 100 Movies and Never Lost a Dime. So maybe it's 500 movies. I'm pretty sure it's 100 movies. Anyway,
that's pretty good because
it's not entirely true, of course.
You normally lose money making movies, right?
Most people lose money making movies. Yes.
Okay.
Even if you do go to Hollywood, the studios will do whatever they can to make it lose money, so you don't make any money. Yeah.
Which is ridiculous. This is why every industry is terrible.
Investors always get their money back. So if you invest, you always get your money back, and you're the first to get your money back before anyone else.
Wrong.
Wrong. They'll pay actors and directors and all their fees. The minute there's a profit, the minute it goes to you. They're just get off our backs because you can sue them and make them open their books. So guess what? You're the first fucking person they pay. So those kind of producers, those kind of investors, always get paid. Them always make money.
I hate it.
When you get percentage points, which is every percent is points essentially.
Mm-hmm.
If you get percentage points on on profits, you never see profits. You always want percentage on gross. Always, always, always. Never a percentage on profits. And if they don't want percentage on gross, you don't deal.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind when I go to Hollywood.
Like too bad, unless you're desperate for money, of course. You gotta take the 75. You gotta take the $150,000. Oh, God forbid.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no! Here, buy this fucking script from me. All right, I guess I'll go.
Speaking of Little Shop of Horrors, I have a mini Audrey Chu Funko Pop.
Oh yeah, so I was gonna say yes. They did that movie, then began to play, and then they made a movie out of the play. Yes, this has happened before, and that is adorable. I need something like that for my shelf.
It is. So I have this one, and then I have Olivia from Beetlejuice.
Aw, Lydia.
And then I have Lydia. Sorry. Then I have Beetlejuice.
It's cabbage juice. You just dropped it on the floor.
No, I didn't drop it on the floor. I dropped it on my desk. Don't be ridiculous.
Don't be ridiculous. I've got. Do you remember these things?
The little they open up and it's a transformer from a burger.
If I could remember how to transform the damn thing.
I feel like I used to have that exact same one.
How do you transform? What are your mysteries? Oh, it's this kind. It's this one, right? It's the dinosaur. It's the 4th series. The dinosaurs.
Oh, I didn't have the dinosaur one.
I didn't either. I had.
It's a lie. You have one in your hand now.
That's because I have it now. I didn't have it growing up.
I can't believe you would just blatantly lie to my face like that.
I had another one. I have another one over here. It's like a different. I think it's the fucking Egg McMuffin container. That's the robot. Anyway, I guess I don't have it. I thought that was the one. Anyway. I have this Happy Meal toy with a replica. This is Dinosaur Dracula Fun Pack. He does these things. So this is called a specimen. So he steel sealed, full, and it sits in here. It lives in here for now. In the future, I'm gonna open.
You're gonna sell it for like $100,000.
These are for like $3 a pop. Like there's nothing. I'll probably open this and then I'll probably just close this up and display it like this. I have a whole shelf of them. Look, because I have this guy.
When are you gonna open up your own museum of weirdness?
I don't have room for any of my shit. And then I've got the McDonald's Happy Meal for Batman.
Ooh,
I think this is Batman Returns, 1992. Yeah, Batman Returns. And of course, this is my favorite. I had this growing up. This is the one that you. Yeah, you push the button.
Don't break it.
And it shoots off this missile car. You remember that one?
Yeah.
You remember that one?
I do remember that one.
Yeah. That's my favorite one. I was hoping I got that one.
I still feel so dumb today when you posted the I was like, how does this toy work? And you're like, magnets, how do they work? And I was like, no, really though, I don't understand magnets, but that's okay. I get the basic concept behind them. But
and then I just no, really, magnets.
No, it's magnets. And I was like, I get it now.
And then this last one was the chicken nuggets with costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cute little box. So yeah, there's those kind of things from Dinosaur Dracula that I love.
I was gonna show you my toys, but right now I'm buried underneath 1,000 boxes in here, so I don't have easy access to them.
Let's see here, and then I got this is the latest Dinosaur Dracula film. Oh no, You also get booster pack trading card packs. So I've got like
Pocahontas?
Berenstein Bears.
I would want to crack all of those
Fucking-
open. You have such strength.
I have like 50 unopened packs, dude.
That's amazing.
I have so many cards. I had so many cards already, just unsorted random cards. Dude, I would love to hang out with you and just bust packs all day. That'd be a fun stream. First time we meet, I'd come in and dump out a suitcase full of packs out.
I am down for that. Cracking some packs.
Fun caps, some bottle caps.
Oh, you think that's still good?
Do I think what's?
I mean, it's just candy.
No, it's not caps. Those are fucking pogs, dude.
Oh, but you said bottle caps.
That's what they're fucking called. Pogs is a name brand.
But so they're not the bottle cap
caps.
candy?
They're called bottle caps and milk caps. Oh my god. What the fuck? Heroes trading cards. Yatta! Oh, and then so sometimes I got this really cool like sticker.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, this is a peg. This is because it was on a rack mount.
Yeah.
Back. I'm explaining to the audience. They may not know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And then in every pack you get stickers. So like, and then he has like some custom art ones. And then
somewhere around here, I have
mini posters like this. I have hundreds of these mini posters. My idea was when I was doing YouTube videos, I wanted to, when I moved out, cover my wall from floor to ceiling.
Love you.
Love you too.
Elise sends her love as well.
And so I wanted to cover my wall in those mini posters.
That's a good idea.
I have like at least it's been like I think 4 or 5 years for the Dracula Fun Pack, and then this month it came with a little thing of slime.
A little thing of slime. Somewhere around here, I have like a good size, like a 5x7 like puffy sticker of the Enterprise D like plaque, like the plaque that they have with the Enterprise D. They just have a big old sticker somewhere around this house.
Like I'm a sticker collector, so I've got hundreds of stickers, and I love puff stickers. Puff stickers are so hard. Sorry, I'm getting really close to the mic. So hard to like find nowadays. Like they're collectible. Like they really are. People collect them because
is that what they're called? Like it's just like a little thicker than a normal stick. It's
like
thicker than
they're
like soft almost.
Yeah, but it's just full of like air or whatever. But like the problem is a lot of those were made with like really cheap material and they deteriorated and they're gone because they weren't.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
You put them on a box or a thing, and like after a while it scrapes off, right? So like a lot of them don't exist anymore. Even when you want to keep them in a book, sometimes the compression would break them. So like you have to like they're like pretty delicate-ish, you know. Yeah,
just don't touch them.
You can hold them, you can do things like that, but you can't press them down in a box. You can't. You get to loosely collect them, so they take a lot of space. To be fair, you can have thousands of stickers in a tub, and then you only have like 300 fucking puff stickers or whatever.
You should not have told me that you like stickers, because I'm just gonna go on Redbubble and order you like $400 worth of stickers at some point, and you're gonna be like, oh god,
so fucking cool. You have no idea. I've always wanted to do that. I also collect wax packs.
I don't fully know what a wax pack is.
It's the wax coating, the wax paper wrapper, or the wax wrapper on old trading cards from like 1980s or earlier.
Are they different?
Oh, let me. Do I have them in hand? Where? Oh, I don't have them in hand, do I? Fuck. So
that's okay.
They're made of wax and they're printed in like beautiful fucking art. I love the art. Here, I've got a Twitter thread I can show you. Personally.
Oh, good.
I can't show the stream, sadly. Let's see here.
Wax packs.
I will retweet here. Skin slip, wax.
Why did you sound like Wario there for a second, or Waluigi, I should say?
Did you know I dressed up as Wario and went to Comic-Con?
Thank you so much for just like making my entire evening. That's amazing.
I mentioned.
How do you keep track of like all of these various Twitter threads?
Oh, there's you know that little symbol on the right where it says a little arrow button, arrow with a square.
Yes.
You click on that. And you click add tweet to bookmarks, and then you go click on the bookmarks button on the left there, and you have all your bookmarked tweets.
Yeah, but then is it easy to sort through them? Like,
You just
because
scroll.
my problem is,
They're chronologically pinned, so you just gotta scroll through them.
oh, so you gotta like vaguely
If
remember how long you've
if I
had
have a
them.
really long, like, okay, so like my music thread's really long, and when you click through it, if you're at the very top, you have to scroll through everything. So after a while, I just pin the latest post and then go
Okay,
through
okay.
my master list and remove the previously pinned post for the list. So
My I don't know if this happens to yours or not, but my friend is doing a complete watch through episode by episode of Star Trek, like
ooh,
chronologically as they came out.
wow,
And he is just live tweeting about them, and like every few months or so they just change what the start of the thread looks like it just suddenly becomes something like that he talked about like 4 months ago instead of the first post in the chain. And he's like, listen, Twitter, I understand that, you know, this is not how Twitter was meant necessarily to be used for, but you would think that this would be a fairly easy thing to do. Just keep the first post.
yeah, you can by bookmarking it, and then you can just scroll through the whole list.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's not hard for them to get back, like because they're always tweeting about it. But no, just like when it shows up on my timeline.
So like, what I hate personally is when someone make a list, like a whole tweet, and then they'll quote tweet the last tweet and start a new thread with more information. It's like if I
Oh
find that
yes,
old tweet, I don't know it's been let's continue with a quote tweet. It's just like, hate that shit. Hate it.
yes.
Hate it. Hate it.
'Cause I don't look into
Twitter
the
nerd.
the
Twitter
the
nerd. Don't mind me.
retweets or quote tweets or anything like that. So I'm very excited about all the new Star Trek stuff that they announced on First Contact Day. I'm most probably excited about seasons 2 and 3 of the Lower Decks because I think that is just like peak Star Trek. If I'm being completely honest.
Like of its parody of itself. You mean?
Yeah,
It's
like
fine.
just Star Trek making fun of itself.
Any
It's
fandom
so
that goes
great.
on long enough should do that.
Yes, it
Should
really
make the
should.
yeah.
It just it's got the right levity because like there's a lot of levity in Star Trek, even if everyone focuses on like
There's a lot of heavy shit too, but
there
it's in
is.
equal measure usually. You know, well balanced
But
show.
Lower Decks is just so good, and like the season finale of season one is so good. Like I was watching it, and like the end happened, and I was just like I was cheering. I was like, heck yeah, that's so good. What's killing me right now is the fact that I am uh on the like we finished the second to last episode of Discovery season 3 2 days ago. And we're not finishing it up until tomorrow. No, we're not finishing up till Saturday. And I'm like, oh, but I want to know what happens. It's so good right now. They do season finales really good on Discovery.
See, I don't like I like shows are fine. Like I don't know. I don't say I don't like shows. I watch shows sometimes, but I really just watch movies for the most part. I like the shorter form. But like at the same time, Haunting of Bly Manor might be one of my favorite shows of all time.
Oh, that's good. Did you like the first season or second season more?
The second season, my lesbian heart says second season. So you know, also
It was good.
the fucking the way these things end feels so true to like
Yes.
the LGBTQ experience. It's like fuck.
Yeah. Yep. I
Brutal.
too also plan on going into the water of a beautiful English, you know, countryside manor.
So you can't go to England until you're ready to go, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, ladies with swords shouldn't be like a way to disseminate government or whatever that quote is.
Huzzah! I
can't do
love that
quotes
because
well.
like a
Sorry.
few years ago, a
I fucked
girl
it up.
in Sweden found a sword in the lake, and everyone's like, "Well, she's the rightful ruler." I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah. Hello. The rule is the rule. She's queen now.
She is.
All hail whatever her damn name is. Her Highness.
I don't know.
Her Majesty.
I've not learned what how you refer to royalty yet in my Duolingo Swedish course. I have learned other stuff though. For instance, I can
Oh.
say let's go with flickan har felpadanor. That means the girl has turtles. No, sorry, the girl has the turtles.
Oh, okay.
Turtle is the weirdest word I've encountered so far. Bless you, by the way. Just because, like, literally, it looks like you're supposed to say, like, it's spelled Skolpadda. That is turtle in Swedish, and it's not pronounced skolpada or anything like that. It's fuelpada.
Squilpada?
Fuel.
Squel?
It's like an F sound, like skull is like fuel, fuelpada.
Oh,
And I'm like,
yeah.
okay,
This, what language is this again?
Swedish.
Oh, okay. I'm terribly ignorant. Sorry.
No, don't be. I don't
When it
know
comes
any
to
of this
foreign
until.
languages, like unless it's like I can tell the difference between Chinese, Korean, and Japanese.
Ooh, that's really good.
And
I
then,
probably could not.
I can tell the difference between like Spain Spanish and Spanish Spanish. I can't tell you any of the words really, but I can tell the inflections, the way they use the words. Like, okay, I'm watching a movie shot in Spain, you know. So
And like I don't know a
lot of
lot.
movies from around the world, and so like a lot of movies that are from Italy are in surrounding area, and a lot of places like same with Japan and surrounding areas, you know, Asia.
Yeah, I don't
Europe.
know a lot of languages about anything. But one that I learned recently is that in American Sign Language, El Paso is a visual pun for them, and I love it because
Okay.
literally it's O and then L, and you just that's El Paso
Oh
because the
God.
L moves past the O, and I'm like, oh, that's so great.
Oh my God. El Paso.
And
Oh.
that's the only thing I know how to say in American Sign Language is
Oh
El
wow.
Paso.
I know probably a dozen words still, and I can finger spell like sloppy
Actually, I
bitch.
think. Oops, sorry. That
Hey,
I believe
thanks for the
is
deafening noise.
yeah. That means thank you.
Yeah.
But I think only slingly. I don't think that's a formal way of saying thank you.
Yeah, yeah. And there's caca. I remember caca.
I don't, I like how you know 12
Oh,
phrases. That's one of them.
what was hungry? Hungry. Okay, get this. Okay, hungry, horny.
Oh, if you just do it multiple times.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, oh, okay. I
Okay.
think this is slang, but I'm not sure. So like, there's things I remember, just you know. And then there's B. It's like B, and then like my name, my sign name was like it was like B, and then like it was like, and then like Coke, because I was a heavy Coke drinker back then. So it was like it was a big thing I did. So like I used to drink like eight Cokes a day. Yo, yeah, I mean, yo,
What?
I used to drink, yeah. I was a fat little kid.
That's a lot of coke. Actually, okay. Random fact I learned today: if the hummingbird, well, let's go the other way. If a human had the same metabolism as a hummingbird, they would need to drink a can of Coke a minute in order to stay alive.
Jesus Christ, that's crazy. It's like the Flash.
I used to be a Coke man. Now I'm a Pepsi lady. Sorry, you even showed the Pepsi logo in there.
No, I drink Pepsi because it's the soda that's available. I only drink soda
No,
that's
I know.
available, right? Like when I live on my own, I'm not gonna be able to afford soda except on occasions. So like, and it won't be any
You know,
soda.
we'll get you a bib. I think that's what they call them. Of just the syrup. We'll get you a Coke machine, and that way it's cheaper. You know,
No,
like it's a little bit more upfront.
I don't like fountain soda. It's watered down.
What?
It's
Really?
watered down usually, yeah. Yeah, and I
It's
don't get ice. I
watered
don't get
down.
ice because I don't want to even. Yeah, it is watered down, 100%.
Watered down? I don't know if I believe you on this. I mean, I don't have the wherewithal to defend myself.
There's a mix.
I just
All right, and if you mix it in a certain way, it uses less syrup. That's what they do to
yeah.
save money, and they save every penny they can get. So don't use.
But
so much
you're
syrup.
making your own.
Nah, I don't want fountain Coke. It doesn't taste the same. I like bottled.
What's your favorite style of Coke?
Mexican Coke in the bottle. I like
was gonna say
bottled.
Mexican Coke in a bottle.
I like bottled plastic or glass bottled sodas. I just think they taste better than can.
Ooh, I do have a root beer
But
review I
yeah,
need to put
when you
up.
go to a restaurant or a fast food joint that's watered down, and so that's why I just get no ice. It's cold enough. I drink it
Oh yeah,
I drink it room temperature anyway. So I just
you drink your soda room temperature?
always have. Yeah.
At least you deserve better. You know what? You know what that
When it's from a
reminds me of?
can, I'll drink it room temperature. When it's from a bottle, I want it cold.
Like that reminds me 100% of like several years ago, several years ago. Guinness made a big old thing
The
over
beer
in
company or the record company?
sorry, the beer company
Okay, yeah, that's why.
made like a big like marketing campaign in the UK being like you need to have this beer cold. And like they would literally like give them coolers, like the bar's coolers to keep their stuff cool because they're weird like you in that they like their alcohol room temperature.
I like
Uh,
look. I like cold soda from a bottle. I don't
I
like
get it.
cold soda from a can.
How come? Do you know?
Can taste different, and I don't like the way it
Yeah,
tastes
that's
cold.
fair.
Just don't like the way it tastes cold. That's about it. Tastes different when it's cold than when it's warm.
It's true.
I drink it
It's true.
slower when it's warm, so I don't. I'll just guzzle it if it's cold. I'm like, oh, it tastes so good. You know, like when it comes to like in a bottle, I drink it so fast. So I don't drink.
Go.
This is why I don't get bottled soda, bro. I was gonna say in my fridge right now, it's waiting for Saturday because I have fucking willpower. I have one last watermelon Mountain Dew.
Oh, what is
Save
that? That sounds.
I'm save this for Saturday because my weekends are long. I get like 4 hours of sleep both days. I'm just doing I have all my some of my friends are only available for like a few hours on the weekends, so I just have to pack everybody in on Saturday. This Saturday I'm doing Lord of the Rings. I tell everyone
Saturday.
But yeah, what were you gonna say? You were gonna ask me something. Probably about saving.
Oh, it was gonna be really dumb. How do you feel about plastic?
What do you mean, bottle?
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I prefer it to can.
Sorry. I guess what I meant is, do you drink that cold, or do you drink that room temp?
Oh, I drink it cold when it's soda. Okay. I always drink my water room temperature because I drink water to hydrate, and your body hydrates quicker and more efficiently with warm water, so it doesn't have to warm it up. When you drink it cold, you have to warm it up before you can start absorbing it, and you lose enough of it.
Yeah, but it don't taste as crisp.
Let me just slosh it. Me fucking microphone some more ASMR this shit.
That's I'm not a fan of any of this. I'm learning some stuff about you tonight, Elise.
I like cold water when if I do physical activity, I'm sweating. Give me a fucking cold water, right? But if I'm just sitting here chilling with you, I want to hydrate quickly. I will drink warm water. It doesn't actually taste. You get used to it, and it tastes fine.
All right. What about Gatorade?
Cold or warm? I prefer cold.
Okay.
Tastes better cold.
It does. I agree. I don't know why. I think most liquids taste better cold. If I'm being completely frank,
most liquids taste better cold too. But like I said, I don't drink water for the taste. I drink water for the hydration. I don't like water.
Oh, I drink it.
But because I pee a million times because I have like a fuck ton of Spiril in my system, I have to drink, or I literally faint from I get dehydrated. I was not drinking enough water before, and I was like, oh, what's going on? I was bewildered, like I was so fucked up, and my friend said, drink some water, and I drank some water, and it was like, I was bewildered. I was acting drunk, they said, and then I drank some this much water, and my body was just like, oh, you're fine now. And I was like, oh, I felt so I felt invigorated. It's like, oh, I feel so good. Oh, I went and just started chugging. I was like, oh my god, never. So I just learned my lesson. I gotta stay hydrated. A big thing about mood is a lot of people don't realize that a big part of mood is staying hydrated when it comes to just being energetic, not not depression, not gonna create depression. I mean
yes, your day-to-day mood.
Yeah, your day-to-day mood will generally be more even when it comes to just your general your general mood, not your depression. Like I said, it's not a fucking depression cure. You know what I mean? We're not doctors.
My brother was once part of a world choir, and he was able to perform in Italy. But while he was over there, he didn't drink enough water, so he passed out one day. and had to go to the Italian hospital. So like
Wow.
my mom and my dad over here were like freaking out, rightfully so, because like we're kind of a poor family growing up, especially. We
Can't
didn't
afford
like my dad was able to get over there by hopping on like a military transport because he's in the military.
Oh, that's
But like my
helpful.
mom didn't have like a passport or anything like that.
Yeah.
So like she was just over here like freaking out. And we actually I distracted her by taking her to Star Trek. I forgot which Star Trek. I think maybe it was Star Trek Nemesis. Um uh but I remember my brother doing exactly that. He just got dehydrated because he wouldn't drink enough water.
Legally Blind Gamer says, I have a question. I want to show my mom Nightmare on Elm Street. To give her the proper context for Freddy vs. Jason. But she's only agreed to watch one and see how she feels about it afterwards. Which one should I choose? I say Nightmare on Elm Street, the first movie. That's what you should choose. Start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Start with the best one. Because look, I love Jason. I've got little stuffed all of him. I've got masks. I mean, like, I love Jason, but Freddy's just got a better premise as the first movie. It's just a better movie, first movie of the series. I think as they go on, they're about equal, like, but they're like different, you know.
Is
Both
she
change at that point.
hesitant about watching just scary movies in general, and that's why she's limiting it, or is she just more afraid that well, does she just not have the time to watch like the 20 movies in the series? I say this because in
That's a very
general,
complex question I can't fully answer. This
okay.
is not my place to talk about.
Well, I
And
was
I
it was
want to be really
mostly
blunt because I'm an asshole.
the to the commenter, and I was kind of hoping that they would
Yeah,
respond.
I gathered doesn't like horror all that much, maybe. Yeah,
Because the reason if it is
specifically
that they don't like
originally.
horror all that much to begin with,
Yeah,
I find that the older horror movies, to me, not as scary anymore.
I don't
I think that it would
find
almost
movies
be scarier to
scary.
watch the remake of the first one than it would be to watch the original.
No, do not watch the Nightmare on Elm Street movie remake. That is a fucking terrible movie.
I'm not
Objectively,
recommending
it
that.
is a completely pointless film, and all it does is twist the fucking narrative of the original story in a wrong kind of way. Oh, no. Sorry. God damn
The
it.
premise. I think I 100%. I agree with Elise
I
on this
have
one.
no
Watch
problem
the
with a
first one.
lot of remakes, okay? I actually don't. Like, Friday the 13th remake's actually really good. It feels like it could just be the next installment. It's like a best of all the series, but like it's also new and fresh in a way. And I really like that one. But the premise freaks her out. I say just the first movie then. Just the first Nightmare on Elm Street. See how it is.
The second one is
may not be for
strange. I feel like the second one's a little campy, especially compared to the first one.
It's also incredibly gay in the best
It
kind of
is
way.
incredibly gay.
Yes, in the best kind of way. And I mean, there's a whole there's a documentary about the actor called Scream Queen. Right?
I've seen that documentary.
I have not.
I don't
yet.
remember anything about it, but I've seen it.
I need to see it, but it's on my list. I want to see it.
It's on the list.
You know, what's interesting is I for a long time have just not liked number 2.
Because that's the one where they start off in a bus, right?
Really
like
campy.
like the middle of a road trip or something like that.
Yeah, it's like really campy. There's the S&M bar.
It is. It's so campy.
Yeah, and like I don't know.
They're like, what if we took this kind of scary premise and we just made it lighthearted? I mean, it's kind of what they do with it.
It's not really lighthearted though, but it's
not. No.
The thing is, this guy is like surrounded by like toxic friends and shit in this whole fucking movie.
He is.
Right? And so they get killed, and like you're supposed to feel sympathy, but I'm just like, yeah, fuck those guys. That's all I'm thinking the whole time.
Get him.
It's accidentally the wrong kind of tone. It's not bad enough to be. It's not bad. It's not flawed enough to be flawed. I don't know. It's not whatever idiosyncratic enough to be like an art cinema piece, but it's quote unquote camp. Yeah. And it's camp in the actual literal term of camp, and not in the way society thinks the word camp is used.
Camp is just anything that's a little silly.
Yeah. Some people think camp means zany, wacky. Like, no, that's not the same.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that as well.
Yeah, but anyway, it's like people who use plot hole. Like, you guys are using it wrong. Stop it.
No, there's a ton of plot holes in everything. There's a lot of plot holes in the movie holes. I don't know. I've never seen
hole in Ant-Man. The tank.
Yes, there is. There's a big plot hole.
Literally, they should tell him at the beginning that he's at weight of a 200-pound man in the size of a pin. he could punch someone through like the chest like a bullet, right? Because
Yeah.
he retains his mass. Well, Michael Douglas is walking around with a fucking tank in his pocket.
I know. They also pick up the
They
entire
can say,
building
it's a
at one
toy
point.
tank, but then it's big size. But then then it's plastic and it can't break through the fucking wall. It can't just no, it's not. It's fucking tank, and they ignore the fact that it weighs 48 fucking tons or some shit.
Which is why Ant-Man is. I like Ant-Man because it's a Marvel movie that's not necessarily like end of the world. It's a heist movie, you know, and you don't get those
literally
weird genres, not weird genres, but you don't get those different genres all the time in these big epic crossover kind of cinema
that was
universes.
Gonna be Edgar Wright film, you know. That was gonna be an Edgar Wright film.
I don't fully know who Edgar Wright is, so I'm gonna be like, sweet.
Dead. He directed Shaun of the Dead.
Thank you.
Did Baby Driver. Did Scott Pilgrim.
You know, here, I still feel bad that I don't like Scott Pilgrim.
Whatever. Not every piece of art is for everybody.
Listen, I gotta stop talking to you about this because you don't let me.
Sorry.
Get yelled at for that. You're just like, that's fine, and I'm like, no, it's not. We need to debate this.
I don't know. There's nothing to debate. It's your fucking opinion. You didn't say anything. You didn't say anything that was like inaccurate, or you didn't like found your opinion on some nonsense that I had to correct. You just
ooh,
want the movie.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna find the reason why I don't like it. And I'm gonna say it, and you can be like, totally wrong.
That's it. Just gonna throttle you when I first see you. Gonna be off the plane.
Listen, I'm not.
You think we're gonna go for a hug, but then start fucking. We're gonna start. It's gonna like slow motion. We're seeing each other first time. Strangle! Fuck
100%.
you, fucking bitch! You.
The Simpsons.
Fucking... All the love, of course.
Oh no, I know. Trust me. Here's the thing, though. Like, when I think about you and
you
just
drive
like
me nuts. No.
any of like the insults that you've said to me, I can't think of any of them. But except for the one that I made up about you. Remember when I was streaming Champions of Norath? And we were talking about movies or whatever. And you were just in chat, and like I essentially was like, you're probably one of those kinds of people who don't like The Simpsons past like season 7. And I was like, some like one of your comments is like, you probably still like the modern Simpsons, you goddamn fool. And I don't know. It was it's funnier in my head. It's not funny now when I recount it. So that's fine.
I was probably really stoned.
I will tuck that one away from me.
Okay. I had not seen The Simpsons probably past like season 14 maybe. And I saw it from the beginning because I was a little kid. It was just another cartoon I watched like with family, you know.
Yeah, you know, I would still say it's okay today. People really like knock it, but I'm like,
different. It's just different than it was back then. Back then it was more plots, and now it's more like non sequiturs, like Family Guy, because they had to compete, you know.
Yeah.
Family Guy was kind of dominating, so it had to compete. It's like, hey, if it wants to stay around, it's got to compete. I get it. It is what it is. Yeah. Hey, South Park's still going on too. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but I don't watch South Park.
I know, neither do I. But like, people do.
I don't really watch Simpsons either. So
I don't either. I actually have been meaning for a long time to see the Simpsons movie because I hear it's pretty good as a movie. So I'm like, all right.
I mean, I enjoy it. It's just a long Simpsons episode, but it's still great.
I've got the DVD just like tucked away still. So
there's a joke in Futurama where they go to a comic book convention in the future, and then they have the head of Matt Groening there, and Bender asks him, when is there going to be a Simpsons movie 2? And he takes out a gun and shoots Bender. And it's great.
Okay. Oh my god.
Just because I think he hated the movie.
Wow. He didn't want to do it probably. That's probably Fox,
he probably didn't want to do it.
Probably all Fox. We want to make money. Like, fuck you. You make enough money. Jesus Christ.
But at the same time, not as much as Disney.
Now that is Disney.
Exactly.
They're like, oh fuck.
If they had made enough money, they would not be part of Disney. I agree.
No, because like Fox had been wanting to sell for a while because they They had some theatrical failures. I mean, Paramount had some rough times too. But I don't think they are now looking for a place, but they were
I don't
kind of
think so either.
looking around to get bought up for a little while there, and I'm like, please no, no more consolidation. God damn it, just.
So I think at one point, I think Comcast, I think put in like tried to buy out Disney, which is terrifying to me. Like I think they tried to just I think they were like seriously considering just doing like a cash buyout of a bunch of Disney stock to gain control of Disney that way.
What? Jesus.
Yeah, and I'm like, Comcast has way too much money if they can do that.
Oh yeah, they were really cool actually. Lucid dreaming, like a Freddy Krueger movie that was like a lucid dreamer. Like there's a meme going around. Parry this, you fucking casual. Me a lucid dreamer. Like Freddy Krueger, me a lucid dreamer, and then it's the meme is Parry this, you fucking casual. It's one of my favorite memes. I just die laughing. The Parry this, you fucking casual, because it's the kind of gatekeeping I don't do, but it's hilarious because it's just so ridiculous. Because this guy in this armor, and he's got a pistol. He's wearing full armor and he has a pistol. Like, it's like what the fuck.
My favorite one of my favorite memes is literally just the one where like there's the mugger and then there's the old man by the car and he's like, somebody call an ambulance, and then in the next scene he's got a gun pointed at the mugger and he's like, but not for me. And
Oh God.
It makes me it makes me chuckle every time I see it because it's like, oh, it's perfect, it's corny, it's everything that I want in an image.
Like the Burr ones, like the booby printer go Burr. That's one of my favorites. Like you can't take drugs to change your body. Booby printer go Burr. Booby printer.
I have no idea why that became so widespread and popular, but I just let people kind of enjoy that one without me.
Yeah, it's just trans girls rule because we're the funny ones. That's why. You saw that post. The only 20 people on Bird app are the trans women. You know, like fuck yeah, it's true.
I know. So my therapist made me read out the long post that I made on the trans day visibility.
Oh,
she didn't mean she asked me to.
I didn't. I think I neglected to read that.
You saw it. I started with a photo of myself, so I think you saw it. I think you commented on it.
Okay.
But there was.
Oh wait, now it's coming back to me now. Okay.
Yeah. So like I enjoy it because like I wrote it for the Facebook crowd, so it was very much like explaining loosely some things that like cis people may not understand.
Mm-hmm.
But when I posted it on Twitter, I was like, a lot of this y'all already know. Like, because I'm like, my Facebook audience is almost exclusively cis people. But Twitter, like all the people that I talk to are either trans or they're like way like trans allies,
or
you know,
allies or they're in the community some way, like one of the different letter or something. Yeah, one of the other myriad of combinations letters. And
yes.
I follow everybody in the. I'll follow anyone in the community with a good sense of like they're not like when I find someone like, oh, this person seems like they're cool. I look at their tweets and replies and just scroll for like 10 minutes. I'm like, where's your bad day? I'm like, where's your bad day? Because on your bad day, you'll tweet some fucked up shit sometimes. Like anybody will.
It's true.
And I'm like, hey, where's your bad day? What does your bad day look like? And they're like, mostly like fuck the GOP. It's like, oh, okay, I can follow this person. Sometimes you scroll through and you're like, this person's like telling someone to set themselves on fire. Like, oh, I'm gonna, like, I don't. That's not okay. Like,
is that wrong?
Like, I mean, like, I may want a transphobe to do that themselves, but I can't tell them to do that. It's not right.
Oh no, that'll get you. That'll get you kicked off Twitter for a little while.
But I mean, like, it's stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, but I don't really want to associate with people who do that kind of negative.
No,
people, you know?
that is true.
And that's why and then I'll block that person or I'll mute that person. It depends on if I'll mute them. Here's the thing: I block them if they're like that hateful. If they have a really bad take on some art, I'll mute them. I know the difference. So like, then I know someone's like, oh, have you heard of this person? And you're fine. And they're like, oh, they're my friend. I'm like, oh, I muted them. I have to unmute them now. Shit.
Nuclear takes on art. You know this, and yet here we are.
I just accept that you have like a kindergarten understanding of film. It's okay.
It's awfully nice to me. I don't even know. kindergarten understanding the film. I'm glad then that you didn't see my irrational hatred of Gandhi. I don't think we've ever spoken about that.
The
For
movie?
many, yeah, for Gandhi.
The Ben Kingsley one?
No, I'm talking about the actual human being Gandhi.
Oh, you don't like the actual human being Gandhi?
Correct.
Go, tell me. I'm gonna mute this so I can crush my bottle. And you tell me.
Cool. So it all started way back in the day. I was playing Civilizations 2. And turns out there's a glitch in those games where if Gandhi gets too far in, his peace rating goes from 1 to -1. And when it goes to -1, he goes full on aggressive and starts nuking everybody. So
That's great.
like I was BFFs with Gandhi this entire game, and the Gandhi's like,
glitch.
I never
I'm sure
liked
it was a
you.
glitch.
And then he nuked me. He nuked my capital city like 3 times in one turn. And I was like, Gandhi, what? What?
I like that.
Not
It's a
fair.
glitch, right? Yeah. No, you fuck with Gandhi, he will drop some nukes on you apparently. Oh my
And
God,
then
3 times in
in
one
the
turn.
real life,
Wow. I guess no one was
Gandhi also
alive in your city
supported
then.
a caste system in real life, and he also so his wife got a disease, and he refused to allow any modern medicine to be used on her to save her, so she died. And then a couple months later, he got the same disease, and he was like, "LOL, JK, give me the medicines." And those are small, nitpicky things. I realize it, but
I
most
don't think
of them
those are
Civ
nitpicks.
2.
Those are that is a fairly okay reason to not like somebody. I had to say.
Mostly because of Civ 2, I dislike Gandhi.
But yeah, I would also, you know what? Fuck Gandhi and Civ too. But that's just extra, just over here. Because oh my God, he's.
I feel so bad whenever I'm playing Civ now and Gandhi's in the game. I'm like, well, guess what, buddy?
Do you assassinate Gandhi with a ninja or something?
Insert the meme. Peace was never an option.
Just you see Gandhi, it's like pixelated gore. Like just like it has to be pixelated because you know.
Oh yes, of course. I also don't like Le Petit Prince.
What's that?
The Little Prince. So it's this children's book in French, and I just hate it because I had to read it in French class, and it was like the worst experience of my entire life.
Canadian thing to have to do.
So now I have like every time I see Le Petit Prince, I just want to like take him and kick him into the sun.
That's like it's somehow more cultured than my upbringing. I grew up on the leftist side of the country, so that's kind of weird.
I mean, I only had that because like I took literally 5 years of French.
Oh, you willingly
in
subject
school.
yourself to this. Got it.
Yes.
I thought you meant like
listen.
you were in grade school and they made you learn to like.
No,
Like when I was in Belgium, I had to learn French, and actually French was my first language, and now I couldn't fucking speak it to save my life, or understand it.
No.
What?
Parlez-vous
français? I can't.
Parlez-vous français?
No, but like I was not perfect. I speak not perfect French because I was a little kid, but I was speaking French because my teachers were French. We're speaking French.
So do you know? Living. Do you know the joke? Who would win in a swimming race? Is it 1, 2, 3 cat, or is it under 3 cat?
I don't what.
Who would win in a swimming race?
Okay.
1, 2, 3 cat, or under 3 cat? 1, 2, 3 cat wins because under 3 cat sink.
Okay.
Which is how you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in French.
Oh my God!
I was kind of hoping maybe
Christ.
there would be enough there for you to remember.
Jesus, no! I don't. I told you I can't speak. Look at it. I watch French movies with a dumb stare. Like I don't. I wish I could. I wish. I'm just waiting for the day because you know this. Because between that and now I had traumatic brain injury too. So
yes,
I
that's true.
Memory loss, and so like, I'm just waiting for the day and watching a fucking French movie, and like suddenly it just unlocks. If that's such a thing were to happen.
You're speaking. I get on to talk to you here, and you're like bonjour, and I'm like, oh no.
And I start typing, and you just see me like I can't speak anything but French one day. Like shit. Like that'd be my luck. And now I can't speak English.
So you're heavily invested in movies. Is this correct?
Uh, got over 3,000 titles. Yeah.
Excellent.
Almost
Can you tell me
3,500.
why the Hollywood in particular is obsessed with making every single Frenchman have a British accent?
No idea.
Like, why is
I don't know.
that?
I don't know.
Like,
No
that's why
idea.
it's so fun. Like, Beauty and the Beast, it takes place in the French countryside, and yet there's only one magnificent candlestick who has a French accent.
Because the I guess they think the British accent's more appealing. I don't fucking
I
know.
mean, maybe it is, but at the same time, you're gonna tell me
I
that
think that is up to
Lumiere.
personal opinion. First of all, I think anybody with an accent is hot. So like
Will, thank you.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
you have
Actually,
give,
Southern Girl
give me the
with that twang.
Give me the
I'm like,
Bell version of that, and you got it.
oh, hello there. I'm Living a Bell.
Hello, nurse.
Hello.
What
So,
else?
so I have a D&D character very loosely floating around in my head. That's literally just her name's Liberty Bell, and she's a barbarian, and she has a hammer with the word freedom written on it, and she likes going up to people, or if people, if there's gonna be a fight or something like this, maybe she's like a bartender, and she's like, "Hey, my name's Liberty Bell. Let's keep the peace because if any of y'all step out of line, I'm gonna let freedom ring right upside your head." And it's funny to me.
Do you know Liberty Bell's a superhero?
I did not know she's a superhero.
Mm. She's
I thought she was a wrestler. If I'm being completely
I
honest,
think
I
she's
might be.
also a wrestler too. Actually,
I think I stole that from Glow. Actually,
yeah, I
which have
think
you
you're right.
watched Glow?
Yeah, I've seen the first 2 seasons. Yeah, I think there's one
The
season I need to
first,
watch.
the end of the first season, I was like off my feet cheering. That was a great season finale.
That was a great show. It also like, I mean, it doesn't represent wrestling so well, but it doesn't like, it's not like most cinematic depictions of wrestling are not favorable. It's treated like a joke,
No, this is true.
and so like the fact that it's not treated like a joke, and the joke isn't the wrestling, the joke is the interactions people have while doing the stuff, right? Like the awkward trying to cut a promo and you have no promo skills, the trying, like that stuff's funny. It's not the actual act of wrestling that's made fun of. It's actually the act of wrestling is actually taken very seriously during the show, and I appreciated that. Appreciate it
Yeah,
a lot.
no,
And they're
I think
trained
it's
by a
really
wrestler named Awesome Kong. Actually, she is a awesome lady.
that is a great name.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this one of your chatters dropped me with the fact, and I'll let you read it because it's a little bit better. But just that they're
Yeah, that's right. The WWE wrestler by the name of Lacey Evans has a move called Women's Right. That's such a terrible name for a fucking movie.
it's great though.
Ugh, it's so bad. Oh,
It'd be great if she actually uses a
it's
left hook for it.
funny.
So
Like I
that's right.
actually really liked her as like early on, but like as time went on, I just like there's something I don't know. I can't explain it. It's just something
She's no
better.
Liberty Bell.
Not a fan of her anymore. I stopped being a fan. It's not like she's a bad wrestler or anything. She could use some work, but I think there are two kinds of wrestlers in WWE: the amazing, excellent female wrestler, and the ones who need work. And that's about it. There's no in between right now. They have like really
Who
high level talent, and there's some green people, and so like it's interesting, because you take the talent, the high working talent, you pair them with a green person, and they learn, they get better because they do with
Yeah,
someone,
yes.
So like that's what you're supposed to do, but like because we're in a pandemic, there's no house shows, so it's like
No, that's true.
so like they don't wrestle like when you have house shows, they wrestle 3 times a week or whatever, so you get more experience wrestling because that's what you need. You need to just work more matches. So the fact that they can't do that, the green wrestlers really are obviously green. Everyone else who's good is like really fucking good.
That's me. I'm a
you'll notice
green wrestler.
everyone who's not green is excelling right now. I mean, excelling.
I feel like that's true for every aspect of life, not just wrestling, but I feel like everyone who is already good in whatever they were doing before the pandemic is smooth sailing now, and then everyone else is just playing even more of a catch up.
If you were neurodivergent, this pandemic disruption is like a very huge disruption in your life, and it's like
I can believe it.
to the point where some of us will not be able to return to the workforce. Some of us will never ever be able to come back from our houses.
Wow.
To any it's uh like not to overstate things, but it's like it could really affect significant portion of the population, actually.
Yeah, I think it could.
I mean, and it's unforeseen right now because we're still in the middle of it, and we're not going to know until we're years out from it. You know,
we should be over this by now. Like,
of course, if everyone just wore a mask, we've been over this in 100
if
days.
we could have just listen, I know that this is like backseating and it probably wouldn't work, but if the government could have just given us enough money to like just shut down everywhere from March to like July of last year, like have somebody deliver groceries, we never see each other, like
Yep.
let's use the army and the National Guard for good things. They could have been doing that. They could have fed and like
But
been like,
that is
hey,
a
you don't need to go
huge
anywhere.
cost.
Could have done that. It would have been cheaper than what's
Guess who
going on right now.
ran the government at the time? Oh yeah, the penny pinching fucking right. Oh yeah.
It was me. I was
my
I was
favorite
the one
part is they're
behind
like,
everything.
we don't want too much government insight unless it's your uterus or your sex changing drugs.
Exactly.
Then we want to oversight you to hell. Like, makes sense. Be fucking
damn right.
consistent at least.
No, they are consistent. If you're not a white man, then you
literally like. I'm not a leftist. I am just someone who just wants. I'm more of a socialist than anything. I'm not a socialist at all. Like I just want. I want people to be taken care of so they don't have to worry about things, and then let them work and create. And that's like there's ways we can be doing this, and the capitalism isn't working. It's clearly not working.
You don't want to end up.
I mean, like when I was 15 years old. When I was 15 years old in economics, they told me that capitalism, the way it works is that it's an infinite growth. We just keep going. I'm like, oh, that's not going to work. There's no such thing as infinite growth. And like a 15-year-old fucking moron, I was a fucking moron. Okay.
You?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like, if I could figure that out, that capitalism was a fucking huge scam. It's a fucking pyramid scheme for the rich.
You just weren't smart enough to understand it.
If you're at the top, you get more on top, and you're at the bottom, you get more on bottom, and there's no vertical momentum because of the way these laws have been enacted over decades that we just let them whittle away at the freedoms and the just.
Listen, I'm right there with you. Every day I learn about some new atrocity that happens under capitalism that we allow.
It's so interesting that the right consistently chooses the most inhumane option always. Every time.
Yes.
Without fail.
Every time.
What's the inhumane option? Well, let's choose that. Let's be as inhumane as possible. And it just makes no sense.
I don't
vote for that, and I don't understand it. Like, how can you vote for somebody who's actively trying to hurt people? Even if you don't agree with those people, shouldn't you just want those people to be over there in their own lives? I mean, like, fuck, I don't get it.
The thing. Like, 100%, that is the thing. There are plenty of those people in this world who I would love to see, that I would love to never have to interact with again. But you were never going to create a better world by just completely eliminating anyone or anything. To a certain point, to a certain extent, you do need a melding of ideas. But when those ideas turn violent, in action or just in words, they need to end. I 100% agree with that. But I never really know how to talk politics. Like, I have feelings on them. I don't know how to put them into words.
Politics are hard, and when they deal with your life, you can get emotional, and
that's why I swore in that post. As you notice, I don't swear too often, but I swore then.
I just don't understand the need to be so needlessly cruel. It's like
I don't get it either.
It baffles me. Like, even before I was on estrogen, my empathy window grew 10,000%. Like the Grinch, my heart grew. You know, like I even then it baffles me. Like, what harm is this person doing? Like
I don't get it.
And the thing is, they're all like, oh, we don't want them to quote unquote mutilate their bodies, but no one's getting surgeries. They're just doing the drugs. Like,
exactly.
And all this stuff completely reversible. Guess what? Stopping. God, I mean, like fucking magic. You change the hormones and suddenly you start turning back into a man. It's almost like gender's whatever we fucking make it. Oh my God.
And like the thing is, like, those puberty blockers and all of those have been used for years in cis children who have started going through puberty too early.
Yep.
So, like, of course they work. And of course, when you stop using them, guess what? You feel the effects of puberty just like you normally would.
Yeah. And when you
So, like,
start them, you feel the effects of puberty just like you normally
yeah,
would. Ah.
it's like,
I got progesterone. It's over here. I have.
oh, congratulations.
I can't start it
Fun,
yet
fun,
because I got
fun.
to step up
Is
my.
that the one that you have to shoot between your toes?
Nope, it's a pill. 'Cause I
Oh, you got a
refuse.
pill one?
I refuse to do needles.
Yeah,
I wanted to do
I have squeamish
sublingual,
around needles.
so like it's the melty strips. It's way better, but I can't. Not available in my area. So when I get to once I
Oh.
get to a more modernized, less GOP run area, I will be able to get proper health care.
I wish you luck.
But my doctor did find me a specialist who will do an orchiectomy on my.
Oh,
interior.
that's fun.
I just have to drive 2 hours each direction.
What do you have a date for it yet?
No. Got to find out where he wants me to be at before he even does the checkup, the first checkup, before I can even go be like, because I have to have my testosterone has to be below 10 or below like single digits if possible, close to
Oh
single
my
digits
goodness. I'm so much higher than that. Like last I checked, at least I was so much higher.
How much Spiro are you on?
I take 75 twice a day.
That's 75 twice a day. Oh, okay.
150 twice a day.
I'm being pumped up to 200 once a day.
Yeah, I gotta check. I take a pill and a half.
You have to have for whatever medical reason for like the healing process, you have to have your testosterone low enough that everything is shut down on that.
I mean, that makes sense.
So like that precinct, yeah. So like once that happens, like I'll be able to go and he can do the whatever 60. and do the surgery and whatever else. So I'll have to probably drive there for the whatever that's called, the exam, the evaluation, the whatever when he comes and tells me what he thinks.
He just wants to look at your nuts. That's it.
Yeah, please take these. They're huge and annoying.
Listen, Doc, I don't know how to tell you this. I got great big balls, and I would like to make them a little bit smaller. Please and thank you.
I'd like you to remove the internals, please. Thank you. I need a flappy sack. Anyway.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. This has been.
Are we done?
No, we got like 5 minutes.
Oh, damn. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that, though.
Yeah, as you should be. I think that's a big milestone.
Because like, they'll tell you, oh, you can just tuck your gonads up inside your body. Yeah, they don't tell you it fucking hurts.
Yeah, unless I'm doing it way wrong.
Right? Like, not for everybody, basically.
Not comfortable. Not for any really
some sort of like sheath you're supposed to shove them into in your body. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Some magical sheath. I
get hurt just thinking about it. Like, I can't wait to have to worry about it.
Show you actually how to do that, because like you can't show that on YouTube or anything.
Right?
So like,
and there's no place where you can do stuff like that. Anywhere or you'd be able to show trans self-care like that would be considered pornographic. But
exactly.
Fucking Sith bullshit. Cis. That's why Sith. I think I found a connection here. Is George Lucas secretly trans? Is that why he adopted?
Maybe.
This whole time we didn't know. What an amazing story if he came out and he's like, yeah, I've been trans since I transitioned when I was like 18. And I'm like, what? Like, imagine him talking this quiet little talking, and we'd be like, it makes sense now. It all makes sense. I don't know what makes sense, but it all makes sense now. What? All right. So canonically, George Lucas is trans, right? We got it. Okay, excellent.
Yeah,
let's
done. I'm there.
All our viewers right away.
Cool.
Anyway.
Well, what if he came out as trans and he's like, "This is my gift to you all," and then he released the original movies unedited,
the trans cut,
and upscaled to 4K.
Trans cut where it's mentioned that Luke is a trans man. You're like, yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, in the, I'm sure you know.
Well, the universe is infinite, and there's another world, and I bet you that happened in that other world. So we're getting, at least somewhere there's justice, right?
That's probably true. There's a very early concept art, where Luke is totally a lady.
Yeah, it looks very feminine.
Oh, you know what? I just realized I never told you who my first concert was.
Oh yeah, who was your first concert?
My first concert was actually Ben Folds.
Hey, that's cool.
I saw him at Wolf Trap.
I
It
don't know
was a
what Wolf Trap
beautiful
is.
venue.
Oh, it's a venue.
What's that?
Okay, where's Wolf Trap?
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's a venue outside of Washington D.C.
Oh, is
Um,
it like a known place, like a
yes,
bar, like
yeah,
a?
it's a stationary venue. Like
No, but I mean,
it's
like,
not,
is it like a? Am I just ignorant? And it's like a punk bar, like a note or something?
no,
Okay.
no, no. It's like a hoity-toity ish
Oh, so it's like,
place.
oh, it's a hipster bar of note. Got it.
It's not even a bar. It's literally it's an auditorium.
Okay, what is it called again?
Wolf Trap.
Wolf Trap. Who the fuck calls it Wolf Trap and doesn't have a bar in it? It sounds awesome. Like, what the fuck? I want to go hang
I
out,
mean,
and drink beer at
there
Wolf
probably
Trap.
was a bar. I was not of legal drinking age by this point, so I didn't care about the bar.
I went. Oh
But
yeah.
I saw him and Rufus Wainwright play back to back. I hated Rufus Wainwright. They were so awful. Um,
Wow.
but
I mean, like recording as a he's like good as his recording music sounds good, so that's unfortunate as well.
it
Trying to get
does. Here's the
you know.
thing. To me, okay, so this was before I was trans or anything like this. And it was before I was even like slightly as empathetic as I am today.
Okay.
Because I was still in high school.
Hmm.
He came out and he was just like flamboyantly gay, which was very new to me at the time. But he also seemed like drunk as hell.
Probably because he was
As
fucking
well.
stimming to Sexy Life.
So like normally, so like I knew him as Rufus Wainwright, you know, the guy who did the song "Hallelujah" from Shrek. Uh, no,
From
I'm
Shrek.
not
What?
joking.
I
That's what I
know.
know him as
I know. It's just funny. From Shrek. Oh my
from
god.
Shrek,
That's why he's
specifically from
drunk
Shrek.
all the time. Because you fuckers.
Uh,
I
and
loved
he
you on the
came
Shrek
out.
soundtrack. And he's like, I want to shoot myself. You're like, oh no.
So he came
It's
out and
terrible.
like he was like, "We're Rufus Wainwright and the male members." And it was all just I was just like I was taken aback, and I didn't like the kind of music they were playing or anything like that. Even his rendition live of Hallelujah wasn't all that good. So I'm just not a fan. Rufus, if you're listening, I apologize, dog.
I got a bad
Um,
concert also to talk about. Go ahead.
but I love Ben Folds for many reasons. I went for Ben Folds. But at one point during it, he was like, "Hey y'all," and he pointed to the sign interpreter that was to the side of the stage, and he's like, "I want you all to pay very close attention to her during this next song." And then he started, you know, playing, and he's like, "This seminal classic by Dr. Dre called "Bitches Ain't Shit."
Oh my
Uh,
god.
and then he did the entire song, and he was just like, "Just watch her," and it was great because she signed all of it. She was a real trooper, and I
Found
will
it. Holy
remember that
shit.
until the day I die.
All right. Found the exact concert. 1 second. Let me find it. Who is the supporting act? Can I find out the supporting? I can't remember. I gotta remember. I remember the first. It's Camelot Ailstorm, but I can't remember who opened.
Ailstone.
I think it was Lotus and the Cobra and Kaelden, who I think were just local bands. This is before they got signed. Okay,
Okay.
so we go there because I want to see Ailstorm. I don't give a fuck about anyone
Yeah.
else. I know
Hell yeah,
Camelot.
Ailstone. Let's go.
Camelot makes pretty good power metal. It's good. They got their own like little vibe. They're not even my favorite, but I don't hate them. Right? We go there. Kaelin's alright. Just I'm not really a huge fan of the music. The screaming, but then Lotus and the Cobra, same deal, screaming. But I'm just like, oh, dude, this lake and sang. It's way good music. And then that was great. And then I saw Ailstorm. Oh, I had such a blast listening to Ailstorm. We were front, like, not front row, but like we were like 3 rows back. And my friend is like 6'4", 6'2". His name's Alex, and I'm just in case anyone understand. I'm 5'3". At the time, I'm 5'4.5" still. Like my back is curving, so I'm shrinking. My doctor's concerned about it actually. And so I was being kind of like jostled about, and so he just shoulders up around me like this, and like I was like, oh, all right, this is fucking cool. But yeah, he made sure I had like space because I have real sensory
like
issues.
that.
Sensory issues, you know. He knows that. But I loved Ailstorm, and then Camelot comes on, and I'm just like, yeah, Camelot, what the fuck is this? This sounds nothing like the album music. It doesn't sound good. The singer was
Ooh.
like off key.
Yes.
I think the keyboardist was like fucking up in the notes because like I'm like this. I'm like, and
It's all
I literally went. huh. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go get a drink because I'm feeling like cause I'm just jumping. This is before like I had to
Yeah.
walk with a cane. So
Yes.
literally, Ailton was on. There's no moshing because it's a European band, so we jump. So everyone's jumping. They're all European bands, oh, except for Camelot. I think it's from Florida, but whatever. And we're all jumping in unison. I love it. So much fun. You get so much energy doing that, right? And um, and I'm tired, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna drink some water. So I went and get a $5 water.
Yeah.
You know, I'm drinking it, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't fucking care about this band. Let's go home because Camelot sucked so bad we left. And this is I know the exact day this was. This was 9/15/2011. Camelot with Ailstorm at the House of Blues in Los Angeles. You're welcome.
Wow.
I googled it because I was trying to find out the other two bands.
I might be able to find when Ben Folds played at Wolf Trap in the early 2000s, but it's doubtful.
I've had some really great concert experiences. Like I've seen Sabaton live 5 times, including the North American release party for Careless Rex. So that was really fucking cool. Nice. I went there so often that when the previous lineup, all the way to Careless Rex has one lineup, and I was friends with Daniel Muir, the keyboardist. Who I met him from the band, and we started talking. We were friends on Facebook, talked some more. Really, really big fan of his musical taste and stuff, right? So like, we're like buddy talking, and it's so weird. Like I'm like here, like we're like there's like everyone has to pay money to get like photos and stuff, and here I am just talking with the fucking band and getting my photo for free. Because I'm like, this is so. I feel dirty a little bit, you know, like. But like that, and then the whole band's like there's a fracture in where the direction they want to do. It's what they want to do with the band, and Daniel Muir and two of the other members left. Sabaton became Civil War, and Sabaton continued on with new members. Anyway, Sabaton is amazing. The very first concert I went to, actually, this is how it started. So, very first concert, Sabaton is backing up Ailstorm. They're at the Ventura Theater. Once again, I'm at the Ventura Theater. No seats this time. There's a mosh pit. Until Sabaton comes on, the only European band. Oh my god, the fucking opening band was... Oh my god. There's 2 opening bands. One opening band plays, and they go a little bit over. Right. The next band protests when the time's up and continues playing until they cut them off and literally drag them off stage.
Come on.
You screaming, fuck this!
Like, come on.
Fuck you F words, the FAGOT word. Like,
oh, okay. I was like, you just said the F word?
No, that's not the F word I would censor. Anyway, I was like, what the fuck? Sabaton comes on, like, well, I don't know what that guy's problem. And then, amazing show. I mean, like, I've been front row for every Sabaton song, concert. The reason why is I'm a huge fan, so I show up like 7 hours early, hang out with the other 5 people who showed up 7 hours early. And we're like the first people to get in, because they'll let you in early if you're out there real early, you know? Sometimes they'll let you in early. I mean, not all the time.
Not every time, yes.
But yeah, sometimes let you in. So we got to go in there early. So they're still setting up, and we're just chilling there. I'm up against the stage the whole time. And like I have a bottle of water, and like fucking Joaquin comes over, and he points at me, and I hand him my water. He drinks one of my water, and I take the water back. I'm like, okay. So anyway, they have their little thing. Then Accept comes on. They're a German band, and they are loud. I mean, I had earplugs in. I was in the fucking.
That's good.
I was outside of the concert hall in the auditorium, in the whatchamacallit, the mezzanine, and I could hear it like it was in my ears in headphones. It was so loud. We couldn't talk.
That's not good.
We couldn't talk to each other in the outside the venue, and so we go outside. Oh, Daniel Muir's staying out here. This is the first time I met Sabaton. Right? Yeah. And Dan was smoking a cigarette. And we said, hey, I was going to really love the show. But we're like, hey, and we're just talk for like 10 minutes while he's smoking a cigarette. And he's like, hey, you want to join me with some beers? So I go to fucking the pub up the street, which is just here's Ventura Theater. You go up to Ventura Theater, and then diagonally across the corner is a fucking Scottish pub, Irish pub, I think. Not really Irish, but you know.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so sit there. I don't really drink beer. So I'm sitting there sipping my beer.
So good.
The wife's a driver, so she's not gonna drink, right? And we just let them talk. They were just talking about on the road and stories, and I was just like, oh my god, it was so fucking surreal. That was the first time 700 came to America. They were just a supporting act. You know,
That's awesome.
They're like
That's
nobody
amazing.
still. I mean, you know, they're actually getting really huge now.
And
I
you can
ran
say
in.
that you gave him a drink.
I've ran into people. I shared a drink with Joaquin, like a literal
You
beer with
shared a
him.
drink, yes.
I mean, like, he's very charismatic, and I mean,
More so than you?
uh, he is.
I think you're charismatic.
Thanks, I appreciate that. My point is, he is. I don't know how he does it. He's got good. He's got good. Not stamina. Oh, probably, but he's got good endurance. So he's up there running. He runs around the stage. He's jumping on. He's never stops moving for the entire hour set that they're on. And
as you can see, these I am not like that.
Blistering, like they're singing power metal, so they're all like solo. Like in this case, they're all about historical wars. So he's talking about like sing this song about like this Panzer Battalion. It's called Panzer Battalion, but it's actually about the Gulf War. We're the Panzers, and it's a metaphor.
A metaphor in my rock music.
Metal music. Anyway, there's a whole. So they have like Careless Rex as examples. A concept album about the founding and the entire existence of the Swedish Empire for what the 80 years existed or whatever.
Okay.
60 years existed, something like that. But anyway, I've helped you 7 minutes longer than you probably wanted me to because I just kept talking.
Oh, it's a good story though. I don't want to interrupt you.
I just talked for 10 minutes straight just now for some reason.
Hey, that's why I like talking with you. Is because if I don't have a video game to make commentary for me, I'm often not making commentary.
You just gotta get me started. You're like making
exactly. I just gotta find a topic that you'll like. And I'll interrupt you every now and then to ask you a question and send you off on another tangent.
The skin slip interviews. Jesus Christ.
Yep. Listen, I'm fine with that.
Oh Lord. Anyway, it's always lovely talking with you, my friend.
It's always lovely talking to you as well, Elise. Now, everyone in my chat and everyone in Elise's chat, if you're not following her, please give her a follow. She is fantastic.
Vice versa, if you're in my chat, you should go follow the Geek Corner over here, Jocelyn. Her wonderful, wonderful stream. She streams more than I do. She deserves affiliate already. God damn it.
Do I? I guess I do.
You do.
But you know what? That's because you got that fat affiliate status. You can just stream whenever you want, and you get hundreds of thousands of people tune in.
No, I don't. I wish. I don't want.
That would be nice.
I don't want hundreds of thousands of people tuning in. That sounds terrifying.
Yeah, no, you have mentioned that you like having a nice smaller crowd, so that everybody.
I don't think I want more than 1,000 people in my chat ever, because I want to be able to
keep
up with chat. You know,
everybody's first name in my chat. Like, if it's that, I'm never gonna call you by your actual handle. I'm just gonna call you, hey. Like, there's Steve, there's Joel.
Oh, I mean,
Maya might be out there right now.
I watch people who have 50,000 viewers, and they have people who they'll like subscribe, or they have they're like VIPs, so like the streamer sees their messages and you're like, oh hey, how's it going, Paul? Long time no see. And they like, I'm like, you're just talking to some random dude in chat. You know, you can't see his replies very well. Fucking, he's like 50,000 people. His chat's going by like this.
Oh yeah, I know. Like, I watch Northern Lion, and I'm like, how do you even keep up with chat?
Yeah,
like,
sometimes I watch like Summit when he's doing like Sea of Thieves or like No Pixel RP, because it's just hilarious.
Yeah.
Because him and the crew, like, whatever. Jared is Jared. I don't care about him as a person. I watch him because all the shenanigans in the game that happen.
Yep.
And when he does his shooter stuff, I don't really care about that stuff. No crazy shenanigans usually happen. He's being competitive. That's not one for me. I'm here for the wild stories, the insane moments in RP. Oh my god! Like he's driving up to this just got in the car. Just going to a place to go meet with his friends, and like the car gets pulled over, and there's a lot of voices happening, and he stops at the red light because he's gonna get pulled over too, and 15 people burst out of this one little fucking car. Like, what the hell? He was like, what kind of clown car was that? Like, that's the kind of shit I wait. That's the what the fuck random moments that I like to watch. Like, so I watch a bunch of, not just him, I watch a bunch of No Pixel streamers for that random stuff. So. Anyway, thank you everyone for joining me for the stream. We'll be here at the same time, which was 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m.
Eastern.
every Thursday here on Twitch.
Indeed, Reno. So, guys, until next time, please stay
gals,
safe.
and NBs.
Sorry, that's true. I use guys because that's what I did growing up, and I haven't broken that habit. I apologize. Everyone, let me put a southern twang on this. Y'all, please stay safe, stay healthy, and I love y'all.
Oh, I love you too. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, everyone.